I'm spending some moments next to Bega River. I always love to do that when I'm in Timișoara, when the weather is nice, like today. In the afternoon, I had a coffee in Piața Unirii, Unification Square. I found such a nice spot, sunny, pleasant, quiet, a quiet spot, but my battery ran out and I couldn't film. Then I took a nap and I decided to come here. I've been filming here last summer, and I mentioned back then that Bega reminds me of Seine River. It's so beautiful and romantic. You can take a walk left, right of it. There are many flowers, a lot of greenery, many beautiful trees. The city authorities are taking such a wonderful care of it, and what I appreciate about the terraces, the restaurants, cafes here is that music is not too loud. They are here, but you simply don't notice. Look, that's a boat. They are here, but they're quiet. It's simply a beautiful place to be, to feel the nature and the city. Next to Bega, there are so many beautiful streets with gorgeous houses. I will be filming a little bit. It's quite late, so it's going to get dark very soon. But the local architecture is such an inspiration for me. Each house is a jewel. Those fabulous houses were built mostly at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century. I'm going to show you some of them. Then I will be going to our Mitropolie church, the cathedral. I have some food in my room, but I guess I will be taking more. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. I look forward to tomorrow. The weather should be nice. In Bucharest it's cold and raining, so I'm happy to be here. Hi. Bravo, bravo, da! That's a water snake, quite long, green color, and I guess he's looking for food. Oh, he's entering a hole. I just noticed a little ship's station to take a cruise. I'm having a look at the schedule. They belong to the city of Timișoara. They look very pretty. And that's one of the stations. I think they have 7 or 8 stations, but I'm going to depart from here. It got too dark to film, to show you around. I'm going to do that tomorrow. There are so many nice areas. Maybe I will come back here, but yeah, it's 8:30 in the evening, and you can't see much now. Day 3 in Timișoara. I'm having a coffee break. I just met a few friends. It was so nice to see them. We only meet maybe once a year, and yeah, it's always a joy to meet and to catch up. Now I'm having an espresso in Lloyd. Lloyd is a beautiful cafe, beautiful restaurant established in 1912, so 111 years ago. It has been renovated. It's located next to the Opera House, and I'm going to read you more information about it because I like it so much. It's a place filled with history. By the way, I'm sitting at the Oslo table. Each table is named after a European capital. There is the Vienna table. I didn't sit there because it's very close to the entrance or exit, and I was looking for something more private, more withdrawn. Musca puțin prea tare, da. Lloyd turns 111 years old in 2023. The year Timișoara is the European capital of culture. Built and cared for by Romanians, Hungarians, Jews, Serbs and Schwabs, Lloyd is the meeting place of the brightest minds from Timișoara and now from all over the world. Each of our tables is named after one city that is essential for the European culture, the same way Lloyd is essential for the Timișoara experience. Beautiful, beautifully written. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've ordered, by the way, I think it's called trout. I don't know, I'm going to write it on the screen. I've ordered the soup. Yeah, it's not written in English. You can scan here the menu and see the list. I've ordered a soup, a very traditional one that I haven't eaten in years, and then I'm going to think what to do next. Everything is so relaxed and slow paced. I so much enjoy it. So I got my soup here, the dressing and the lemon besides, so I'm going to add as much as I want. It's a cream dressing. Adică e relativ nou, dar am crezut că e mai recent deschis.
Y si ya no quiero verte porque Dios me hizo querer.
I'm on the way to the Art Museum here in Timișoara. It is located in the Baroque Palace in Piazza Uniti. Yesterday I found out that Victor Brauner, he was a painter in the 20th century, let's say a well-known artist. He was born in Romania, in Piatra Neamț in 1903, passed away in 1966. His work represents more the modern art and Dadaism. He spent more than half of his life in Paris. He also lived a little bit in Marseille. He was very, very gifted, very talented, and it is an honor, I would say, that I have the chance now in Timișoara to have a look at his work, because I found out that a lot. It's quite loud here. I found out that many paintings were brought here. It's not easy because they traveled from France, and let's discover Victor Brauner together. I don't know much about his work. I read about him. He came from a Jewish family. He had a lot to suffer during the Second World War, but also throughout his life. He once said that his work comes from a spring of sadness inside him, deeply rooted inside him. The weather is so beautiful. Of course, it's nice to also sit outside, but I want to take this amazing chance to have a look at his paintings. The art museum is located just a few steps from the hotel. It is so practical, simply to go down, walk 5 minutes and get to the core of the city. The city is celebrating. I'm going to have a coffee afterwards. And then after the museum I have something in plan. I don't know if I will manage, but let's see. I'm going to show you. I got my ticket. It is 11 euros, pretty expensive for Romania, but it must be a big collection. And I told you it arrived from France. The transport is expensive. The insurance value of most of the paintings goes up to 1 million euros. My ticket is only valid for the second floor for Victor Brauner's exhibition. So I'm going now up the stairs, and I can also see the Baroque hall. I'm curious because I've never been here before. What I'm very happy about is that I'm allowed to take photos and to record. That's amazing, that's wonderful. I forgot to tell you that it is named Inventions and Magic. I love this word, magic. He was born in 1903 on the 15th of June in Piatra Neamț. In 1908, the family, Brauner family, flees Romania to Hamburg. In 1919, so after the war, after the First World War, he enrolls in the School of Fine Arts in Bucharest. He's going to be in this school, he's going to follow it for 4 years. And at the end of 1925, he goes to Paris. That's his first stay for 1 year. His style of work is more classic. He frequents Robert Delannoy, Marc Chagall, Voronka Benjamin Fondan, and Claude Cernet. And in 1929, he participates in the Art Nouveau group exhibition with his first works of surrealist inspiration. There is so much to read. In 1936, he has an exhibition in London. It's called The Fantastic Art, Dada, Surrealism at MoMA in London and in New York. And then in 1938, other exhibitions in Paris and Amsterdam. In 1938, he's settling in Paris. And unfortunately, on the night of August 27th to the 28th, he accidentally loses his left eye. During the Second World War, he flees to Marseille, to Villa Air Belle, with the surrealists waiting for a visa to leave France. Not being able to obtaining it, he takes refuge in the Haute Alpes. In 1946, he returns to Paris and settles in Rue Perelle in the former studio of Le Douanier Rousseau. I'm in front of the museum. I visited Victor Brauner's exhibition. They're playing a 22-minute film, an interview, actually a selection of interviews, everything very touching. But I have to say that I'm pretty disappointed by the museum itself. The ticket price is expensive for Romania, and you would expect more. You would expect to feel more welcomed. As I entered, paying the ticket, I was told that I can film, I can photograph. Then I went up on the floor. Also, a lady there working at the museum, she said, "You can film and photograph. Feel free to do that." And then when she saw me speaking to the camera, she said, "You have to pay. You have to pay a tax." And she went to the curator, and the curator came to me, and she said, "No way. Even if you want to pay a tax, it's not possible to film." I can film the Baroque room, not the exhibition at all. The Baroque room is occupied by a big group. They are having an event there. My ticket included visiting this space, and I could do that. I could do that just for some minutes, not even 2 minutes. They justified the fact that I cannot film, that I was given wrong information, because the Pompidou Center in Paris is not allowing people to promote their paintings. Of course, not all paintings come from Pompidou Center, but there are contracts, and you have to apply. You have to write a request 3 weeks to up to 2 months in advance. I don't know, but I simply explained that I wanted to show you. I'm not a professional video maker. I'm not creating documentaries. I'm not working for any TV station. I simply wanted to show you a bit of the exhibition here. I wanted to make a summary of the art, the paintings, and seeing the film, the 22-minute film, the artist would have loved to show you his art and also some thoughts behind some of his creations. I would have loved to do it, but Romania is a country of contrasts. I love Romania, but I have to say in full honesty that it is a country of contrasts. I can give so many examples. Timișoara this year being the European cultural capital is so open to the world in all regards, but yeah, not here. It's okay. I always say it's their loss. Unfortunately, it's also the artist's loss, because I didn't know about the artist. I didn't know about his work before, and I don't think it's our loss, because we didn't know about him before. We didn't know about his art. I didn't know about the museum and the rules and regulations, the condition. So. It's their loss, it's not ours, because you cannot lose something that you don't know about. I'm going to look now to get some coffee and I think an ice cream, because they are 20 Celsius degrees. And then I will be going to Bega River, because I would love to take a cruise on Bega. I'm taking a coffee break. Behind me is Mitropolia Church. I'm going to visit it. I have an Americano coffee, and look, a big cup of ice cream. The first ice cream that I'm eating this year. The ship is taking a 10-minute break. Here is the last station. It's called Mihai Viteazul. In total, I guess there are 4 stations from Mitropolie Church. I'm going to visit it afterwards. I think the cruise is taking 1 hour. Let's see. It's flowing very slow. It's nice. It's beautiful. I kind of expected it to have it different, to see more nature, but otherwise it's relaxing, it's nice. After the break, the ship is going to go down the river towards the church, towards the other side. I'm going to charge with some sun rays and go inside. There are only 5 or 6 tourists, so it's nice. I forgot to mention that the one-way ticket is 1 RON. 1 RON is, I guess, less than 20 euro cents. Let's say 20 euro cents. Yeah. The whole project, the cruise is supported or is sustained by the city of Timișoara, Consiliul Județean. It's part of their promotion. Yeah, I find it wonderful. And whenever you'll visit Timișoara, take a cruise because it's a beautiful escape from the city center, from the crowds. Actually, now in May, I have to say that the streets are absolutely quiet, which I enjoyed a lot. I've never been with the ship, and I'm happy that I did it. It's not about the price at all, but simply by the fact that the city is welcoming tourists, and you have so many things to do, to explore, to discover. I'm having now half a liter of beer at Timișoara Beer Factory. It has a long tradition in creating beer. That's unfiltered. They have many sorts. It comes through a pipe, very fresh, without any preserves or preservatives. I'm very curious. It has to be so fresh and refreshing. It's still very warm outside. It's 4 p.m. I've also ordered a little bit of food. Never been here before, and this place was recommended. So let me see how it is, and I will tell you. Delicious. Exactly what I thought it's going to taste. I will take off my jacket. It's really warm and cozy. Cheers.
Je parle, des fois tu ne m'entends pas. Comme un écho qui s'évapore dans l'univers. Sans retour, tu me laisses sans voix. Cloué, perché dans le vide de cette éternité. Je pleure, je crie, je bois, même parfois. Le regard vide sur les photos des belles années. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. On meurt. Je te glisse entre les doigts. 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 Réveille-toi.
Last day in Timișoara. I'm now having lunch at the hotel. I've never had lunch here before, but it's very practical because my car is parked right in front. I loaded it with all my luggage. I did a checkout. I took a walk in the city. I went to the cathedral, to the Orthodox cathedral in the morning. It was so beautiful, so nice. The weather is a bit colder today, but still very pleasant. I'm also having a coffee. I'm having a cappuccino. And as soon as I will get the energy, I will be leaving Timișoara. The next accommodation is located in a village you are going to see. I so much look forward spending time now in the middle of the nature. The city was perfect, absolutely wonderful, superb, but the next days I'm going to stay very close to nature. I need it. I need it after being in the city, in the middle of the city, in the middle of all the activities. Before exiting Timișoara, I will stop at a supermarket. I hope to find a big one because I want to get some food and drinks supplies. In the village there are not many shops, I guess maybe none. Yeah, everything feels good. Now I'm waiting for my second dish, and in about half an hour I will be leaving.